time for the season awards. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this is my Chelsea end of season awards. I'm back in the bedroom because husband's playing a game. It's super loud and it's so incredibly hot in Madrid and we don't have AC. I am sweating right now. I don't know why the bedroom is like 20 degrees hotter than the living room, but it is. So I'm probably gonna try to make this video as quick as possible, but let's see, because you guys know I always end up just talking a lot anyways. But let's get right into it. So we're gonna start off with my player and young player of the season, just starting out hot and heavy. And so my player of the season, like many others, I think, is Mason Mount. He's just been absolutely incredible this season, the most consistent player for Chelsea under Frank Lampard, under Thomas Tuchel, and he's only 22 years old. Like, he's just going to get better. That assist in the final of the Champions League was absolutely insane, and his knowledge is just so strong for somebody of his age. His ability to get into spaces, to find spaces, to pick out passes. He's starting to add more goals and assists to his game as well. So he's by far my player of the season. Now for young player of the season, I think a lot of people will argue, well, Mason is under 23, so he should get young player of the season as well. And I could totally see that, but I'd like to give it to somebody who is different, you know, just to kind of vary up the player of the season and the young player of the season, so it's not the same person. So I decided to give young player of the season to Reece James. I thought that he's definitely been finding his own more and more this season, and something that I really like is that he's added defensively to his game. That was an area that I thought that he can improve in, and just look at him in the Champions League final bullying Sterling off the ball. He is looking really strong, very flexible player as well. He can play at right center back, right wing back, right back. We've also seen him play in midfield a bit if needed. So those are my picks for player of the season and young player of the season. My women's player of the season is no other than Fran Kirby. She won the PFA Players Player of the Year award as well. I believe she has 16 goals and 11 assists off the top of my head. Don't quote me on that, but pretty sure it's 16 goals and 11 assists and in the league, and 6 goals in the Champions League as well. And what a turnaround she's had. So she's had an incredible season. I'm really excited to see what she does next season, maybe get a Champions League win, who knows, but she's just so impressive, such a complete player, and I mean, those stats are just absolutely mind-boggling. Next, we have the comeback player of the season. So I gave this to somebody who I really thought was 1000% going to be sold in the summer. Even in the January transfer window, I was thinking this player could have been sold, and that's Rudiger. Like, I really thought that he didn't have a future at Chelsea. I wasn't too happy with him and his performances in a back four. I thought that he made a lot of individual mistakes, and I just didn't feel like we could really rely on him, and he's completely turned that around, completely proved me wrong, and I think a lot of other people wrong, and that's great. I am happy to take the L on Rudiger if it means that he's playing well and playing well for Chelsea. So he has completely turned it around. He's turned into an absolute beast, one of the defenders that you definitely don't want to go up against, and he really hasn't put a foot wrong since moving to a back three. I think that 3-back system really helps him and gives you a little bit extra coverage to have another defensive outlet as well. But I'm really impressed with him, just the moments that he comes up with, you know, laying down in the Champions League final. Like, I don't know if he was actually hurt versus De Bruyne, or if he was just trying to like avoid a red card, and you know, the Leicester game, that was absolute madness. That grit, determination, we really need players like that in the team. So I'm glad to see that he's doing it, and like, let's just petition for him to keep the mask forever, right? Next, my most improved player of this season is Christensen. He's another one that I was really like, I don't really mind if we sell him, if we keep him, what happens. I wasn't totally convinced. I think at one point he might have been like last in the pecking order in terms of center backs, or 4th out of 5. So I've been really impressed with him, especially when Thiago Silva was injured, and he just came into the team seamlessly, really didn't put a foot wrong, and got some man of the match performances. And even in the final of the Champions League, when Thiago Silva got injured, I was like, damn it, Thiago Silva is injured, but I actually didn't feel as nervous as maybe I would have 6 months ago. Oh, you guys hear that? It's construction. It's going to kill me. But I think that he came in and did extremely well, performed very well in the Champions League final. So Christensen is another one that I'm super impressed with. Signing of the season. This one, it was just too hard for me. I really couldn't pick. I have 3, and one is like an actual signing, and then 2 are kind of like funny options, but they totally could win this category as well. So I'll start with the actual player, Edouard Mendy. I mean, this man has 16 clean sheets, 25 in all comps, a record of 9 clean sheets in the Champions League, which is a joint record in that category, and he's just helped Chelsea defensively massively. I know that the defense in front of him has also helped to limit the amount of shots that Chelsea face, but he has been immaculate, and what a player Chelsea have, just signing him for I think 24 million or something like that. He's so good. My other 2 signings, so I think Thomas Tuchel could be considered the signing of the season, because without Thomas Tuchel, you don't win the Champions League. He had a massive part in Chelsea's Champions League win and in securing top 4. I feel like, you know, if you don't have Thomas Tuchel, you're not winning the Champions League. Probably, like, there's a very high chance that you're not winning the Champions League. He's just hasn't put a foot wrong, completely won over the fans, and I'm just so over the moon with him. And then lastly, my kind of fun one is Belle Silva. I mean, she is just marvelous. She is amazing, interacting with fans at the games and on Twitter, and I just love how she and her family have incorporated Chelsea and taken them on so quickly in just a year. She's a blue girl, so I love Belle Silva, and just the energy that she brings is absolutely fantastic, and I think all of the fans really adore her and her family. So for funniest moment of the season, I picked when Kurt Zouma carried N'Golo Kante like a baby after we won the Champions League. I thought that was so sweet and cute, and yeah, I think it's just adorable how he's like picking N'Golo Kante up, especially with the trophy celebrations. And not necessarily a funny moment, but during the Leicester game when they all got into that big fight, I thought that was a memorable moment just for the team to show grit and determination, and we hadn't seen that from this team in a while, so it was just really nice to see like that passion and like, no, we're winning this and we're going to win this game and secure top 4. So not necessarily funny, but just like, I don't know what you would call it. I don't feel like I have a category for that, so I still wanted to mention that moment as well. And then finally, we have the favorite moment of the season. Every single person is going to say the Champions League final, and of course that is by far my favorite moment of the season. But to bring something different and say, yes, we won the Champions League, and that is definitely my favorite moment of the season. Another favorite moment that I have is when Mason Mount captained Chelsea, because I think that he's going to be Chelsea's next captain, and it was just something that was really special to see. I was so happy for him. He wears the badge and he wears the captain's armband with so much pride, and so I really do think that Mace is going to be our future captain, legend in the making, and I couldn't be happier for him. So that's another moment that I think is really special. So guys, let me know what your moments are down below for all of the categories. I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know. I wanna reminisce on this season with you guys. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Now we'll move on to a lot of Euros content, and I'm literally running out of time to produce it all, but it's coming whether we like it or not, and I have a lot of content planned for that as well. So if you like this video, drop it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I'm out.